Hi, my name is Sophista. What follows is a list of my 10 favorite games of the last decade. Are they the best games? Probably not. But they have all meant something special to me over the course of the last 10 years. So, let's get started.
You must be the one we fairies call the pure-hearted one. The one the legends say will save our world. So, anyway, that means I better get you over to our world and have you get rid of Shadar for us. All right with you?
Me? But how can I?
Don't fret, man.
First up, we have the 2010 title, Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. As a longtime JRPG fan, this game is a gimme for its amazing story and its solid mechanics. Most importantly, this was my then 3-year-old kiddo's first JRPG, and we spent over 100 hours at the rate of 1 hour a day, leading Oliver and his friends on their magical adventures. It's a time that we spent together that neither of us will ever forget.
The dead? The dead ain't gotta worry about this mess. Our world, she's done. But there's a way to put her back together. So better get ready, cause Mother only knows what's out there floating on them rocks. Beasts what don't know up from down.
Next on my list, we have the 2011 title Bastion. Bastion is a game that I own on every available platform and have played through literally dozens of times because of its beautiful art style, its haunting soundtrack, and its timely story that always provides us with moral dilemmas and tear-jerking moments. The third game in this list is the 2012 game Animal Crossing New Leaf for the Nintendo 3DS. Animal Crossing is a series that I was first introduced to with its first DS release in 2005, Animal Crossing Wild World. Animal Crossing New Leaf was my daughter's first solo quote-unquote grown-up game, and I spent many hours paying off my housing upgrades and hers, as she mostly ate her fruit and spent all of the money that she did get in her town's stores. It was also the first multiplayer title that we played with my mother, who was a brand new gamer. I can't wait for the next game in this series to be released in March of this year. Our fourth title is Diablo 3 from 2012. This is a game that I have played at its PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Switch launches for the last 7 years. A top-down hack-and-slash RPG that I've always found eerily calming. And the addition of seasons has made it infinitely replayable. Our next title also comes from 2012 and will probably become the most controversial on this list. As a huge fan of the Mass Effect series, it should not be surprising to find a title from the series on the list. Our fifth title is Mass Effect 3, which I chose not only for the gameplay and its story, but because I think that events surrounding the release and changes made to the game had a huge impact on the games industry and the gaming community.
The Reapers are here.
To hear more about what I have to say about Mass Effect 3, make sure you tune in to this week's podcast.
you helped Lincoln Clay murder Sal Marcano and all prominent members of his crime family.
You're goddamn right I did.
Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down, a long way down.
We've marked the largest number of casualties in the ongoing conflict.
If you get sleep, or if you get night.
Do this quiet.
And at just about the halfway point of this list and the decade, we have Mafia 3 from 2016, coming in at number 6. This is a title that may have been commercially disappointing, but was historically and politically significant. It was one of the games that I wrote most about in this decade. The game that I have probably put the most hours in, at 500 plus on 5 different platforms, is number 7 on this list. That game is 2016's Stardew Valley. It's a Harvest Moon-like farming simulator, dungeon crawler, and relationship sim, with mature stories and seemingly unending updates. Coming in to take the 8th slot on this list is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This 2017 offering was the first open-world Zelda game that provided us with the same richness of lore, with more complex battle systems, dungeons, and an orchestral score that told its own story of the people of Hyrule. Our 9th title surprised even me. This game released in 2017, but I wasn't fully persuaded to play it until 2019, only to have it become my number 1 most played game on the Nintendo Switch last year. Dream Daddy is a relationship sim about a gay dad raising his teenage daughter alone after losing his partner. For me, this game and my newfound love of relationship sims is less about romance and more about the psychosocial aspects. And the theme song is an absolute earworm.
You give us the fire, we'll give them hell.
And the final game on my list is actually 2 games, and they possess this slot not only because I enjoyed the games, but because of what they brought me in terms of social gaming. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and The Division 2 were released in 2018 and 2019 respectively. These games and Mixer as a platform brought me back to multiplayer gaming with a vengeance.
Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. 'Cause this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle.
And finally, an honorable mention. This game could not take an official slot because it originally released in 2009. Minecraft is a game that I have spent countless hours playing with my daughter for the last several years, and one that I find myself playing alone for its meditative qualities.